featherweight bout. Keiichiro Nakamura versus Sebastian Szalay. Nakamura, the Japanese fighter, comes in at 7-1. Szalay, the New Zealand fighter, comes in at 10-1. The odds are about even on these two, but I'm leaning towards Nakamura, mostly because, as you mentioned with the last fight, there's a lot more decision wins coming from the side of Szalay, whereas Nakamura is finishing most of his fights. I think that matters when you're looking at fighters coming up to the big leagues. If they can finish those fights, even if they're professional fights, they're coming from organizations that don't quite have the same level of talent. So you want to see guys finishing people coming in. So yeah, Nakamura, I think, is going to take this one. I think he's going to win by TKO. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is they both have one loss, but Nakamura's single loss was by triangle, and Szalay actually has a submission win via triangle, the only submission win he has. So there's a possibility that Nakamura could get caught again, but you'd hope with younger fighters, Nakamura, learns from that single submission. He's probably prepared to, battle out of that now. So yeah, I'm taking Nakamura overall here.
I'm gonna have to go in the opposite direction. I'm going with Sebastian Szalay. While he does have more decisions, and that is what I went off last time, I think you also have to account strength of schedule. And so while they are both regional, Szalay's level of competition has been pretty good, honestly. And so even though he is getting decision wins, they are against decent fighters in the pro scene.
That's fair.
The regional scene. And so I think he's going to win essentially just by being on top on the ground. And maybe we get a submission. But I'm leaning towards a decision via basically just ground game.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and we also, have gotten this far in without mentioning the home field advantage, fighting on this card in Australia. While, he's not an Australian fighter, fighting this close to home is a lot easier. Japan isn't terribly far away from, Australia. You're not flying all the way across the world, but I still think that fan base is going to be rooting for anybody, New Zealander or Australian. So that fan base is going to show up and they're going to root for these guys. So that definitely swings the early events, the early prelim event. So yeah, I think that's a decent point, but I'm still going to take Nakamura. And next.